Hey guys! This past weekend I had the pleasure of visiting the original MOXIE store in Ypsilanti and received a new hair cutting service they provide called Curl Contouring. This is just one of the many services they'll provide in their new micro salon. Fellow YouTuber Chandler Knows Best was also in attendance and received the cut as well. Be sure to check out her video to see her fabulous results. And without further ado, let's get to the video.
Hey Shari.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good.
Great. Well, today we're going to do a little assessment, and I would love to talk to you about your hair and find out what's going on.
Okay. So my hair is pretty much okay. Sometimes it's dry, it's, getting to be colder outside. I do find that I'm getting some split ends, so that I'm styling a bit more. Okay. So I want to correct that problem. Oh, and my hair is longer on this side than it is on this side. Yeah. So I think because I sleep more on this side. I don't know.
So your left side's a little bit longer than the right. Yep, I definitely see what's going on here. Well, let me just take a quick feel in there, see what's going on. I want to take a look at your scalp, make sure I don't see anything of concern, but everything looks great. You have a beautifully healthy scalp.
Yeah.
But I do see what you're talking about here with the dryness on the ends.
Yeah.
So today I definitely want to take care of that for you, especially giving you a nice solid cut, correcting the ends, evening them out a little bit, and of course evening out the two sides, the left versus the right. That can happen sometimes when you sleep on one side versus the other. So one thing you can do to help get the blood flowing a little bit more on your right side, to get the hair to start to grow a little bit more evenly, is to do scalp massage. And it's just really important that you do that to get the blood flowing and the scalp stimulated. Something great that you can use is the scalp therapy. This product's amazing and it feels wonderful on the scalp. And it'll get your head feeling nice and tingly, and you can just especially focus on working on the right side, but don't, not get your whole head. Okay. But it's always important to give yourself a nice scalp massage. Okay. So now I'm gonna do the porosity check. You are highly porous. You have high porosity, so you have a lot of little bumps as I smooth my fingers up and down the hair shaft here. Do you feel like your hair absorbs moisture and product? Yes. Or is it, yeah, definitely. Probably soaks it right up. Stretches a little bit, just a little bit, but it seems to retain its shape. And it could be the product you have on right now too is making it. Because your hair is healthy, it's in great shape, your scalp is in excellent condition as well. It's just really interesting that, those hair strands, and it doesn't break at all, it's really strong, healthy hair, but it is highly porous. But I do see what you mean on the ends here, where it does feel dry, and I can see a little bit of the unevenness happening too. So just getting you a better overall shape is going to make a huge difference, and finding a good shape as well that's going to complement your overall head shape, as bringing up the back a little bit if we need to, taking in the sides where it needs to, evening out the left versus the right. And getting the ends of the hair more even will help with the grouping and the texture too. Cool.
Once they have a thorough understanding of hair type, growth patterns, and head shape, they begin the process of fully hydrating and articulating the natural curl pattern. Since this can be challenging in tighter textures like mine, they have created a natural treatment that detoxifies and hydrates hair at the bowl. This treatment opens up the cuticle to moisturize and enhances the natural grouping and growth pattern. Hair feels softer and also appears stretched. As a bonus, this effect lasts through multiple shampoos, so you'll enjoy the benefits long after your first treatment. The next step is to prime the hair with Heat Wave Reparative Blow Dry Cream, which is a fast-drying, lightweight moisturizer. Starting at the nape area, they work section by section, adding a secondary moisturizer if further curl grouping is needed. This is followed by a generous application of Hold Up Defining Serum to lock in the curl pattern as it appears when fully hydrated so that it can remain articulated and grouped throughout the cutting process. In each section, they ribbon the hair to group the hairs as they naturally grow together out of the scalp. The ribboning process is essentially a combination of raking and smoothing product through the hair to allow the curl or wave to emerge. Raking exposes the grouping of individual curl families which grow out of the scalp closer together and curl or wave in the same direction. Smoothing pushes the moisturizer and defining product into the hair to pop the natural texture. With hair that is more resistant to grouping, the hair can also be slightly coiled at the root to assist in creating a defined curl. Once the hair has been completely ribboned, they dry it using a diffuser, being careful to disturb the curl pattern as little as possible. After it is 100% dry and maximum shrinkage has occurred, they can begin the next step, which is contouring and shaping the hair.
So today for the cut, I think we'll focus on just overall shape, getting all of the little mismatched ends trimmed up, and getting your left side shrunken in a little bit because your right and your left are not quite equal. So let's take care of that. Let's get all of the little ends, especially in the front here over the ear, and really bring in the back to give you a nice overall shape.
Okay, cool.
So once I get my first section at the nape of the neck parted off, I like to call this my guide. And what I do is I shape this bottom perimeter and I work my way up section by section all the way to the crown. And I like to almost do quadrants of the head where I work on the back and then the sides and then the top. So what we're gonna do is actually bring in the back and the perimeter of the hair a little bit to create a nicer, more tapered shape. And you just very gently want to pull on the hair just to release some of the grouping that has happened when you've styled the hair from the gel. And then from here, I can really see all of the ends that are kind of mismatched and just like hanging down, not quite perfectly even. And then from there, that's where I start. And I'm just gonna cut curl by curl until everything looks more lined up. It's so interesting to see your curls dry. It's like a whole different curl shape.
They contour the hair by working in the natural planes and angles of the head, sculpting the shape by following the shape of the head. Each ribbon, curl, or wave is cut as a unit to ensure an even and consistent angle. This reduces frizz and tangling that can occur when individual hairs within a unit are mismatched. They systematically work through each section to create a precise, sculpted shape that will grow out evenly, retaining its integrity over a long period of time. An advantage to this disciplined approach is that the layers and angles are well integrated and the shape translates well to being styled straight or curly.
So at this point in the cut, what I'm doing is I'm starting to wrap the cut around the top of her head here. So you want to follow the guide and the path that you made and follow that shape, but also follow the direction of the length. So as I cut it a little more tapered towards the bottom and then worked my way around following the shape of the head. And now that I'm at the crown of the hair, these are actually going to be some of the longest points on the head right here.
Well, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I do. I think my hair looks amazing and the cut is just what I needed. If you're looking to try out any other products in this video, be sure to check out their Black Friday sales. And if you want to try out their micro salon services, they'll be having a grand opening event this Friday. Details and links are in the description box. Also, don't forget to head over to Chandler's channel to see her results from her cut as well. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and happy Thanksgiving.